Hello, my name is Brian Miller from Antelope Valley Ford Lincoln, and I just want to tell you a few things about the new 17 Lincoln Navigators that kind of spice it up a little bit more than maybe some of the other luxury brands out there. First of all, I do want to go over the engine on these cars, on these trucks actually. They are on the truck platform, but they do have the high output 3.5 twin turbocharged engine, which, I mean, as you know, there are some big V8s out there, but these ones are going to be 380 horsepower, 460 foot-pounds of torque, giving you a towing capacity of 9,000 pounds. Now, just to put that into comparison to maybe the big V8s out there like a Cadillac Escalade, these ones will actually tow almost 1,000 pounds more than that. Just kind of put that into comparison with those. Also, with the reserve packages, you will get the available 22-inch wheels. Just make these just kind of pop in terms of luxury, but also keeping the ride nice and controlled, because the quiet luxury is what Lincoln is trying to stay with, and you definitely do get that with these. And now I kind of want to go over a few of the things on the inside of these cars, because not only would you want it to do practical things like towing behind you, but you also want to be comfortable while you're doing it. So not only will you get heated seats, which you'll find in a lot of these luxury vehicles, you'll also have cooled seats on both sides, along with dual climate control. It's actually a tri-climate control, because the back people can actually have their own climate set for them as well. What really changes with these is you also have the available, well, you have navigation. Of course, you're going to find that on the luxury cars, but you also have the Android Auto and Apple Play, which kind of gives you a little bit more of a comfortable feel if you wanted to kind of look like more of a tablet of a Samsung or an iPad for one. Also, you will have a THX sound system in these, which is a 14 speaker setup, which, I mean, THX kind of has a name made for them already, but with 600 watts and a subwoofer in the back, everyone gets a nice feel of the music. Very, very crisp, very high quality in these vehicles. And also, everything that you can do using these touchscreens, you can actually use your voice as well, which just makes it nice and safe and easy to use all at the same time. So if you want to set your climate at 60 degrees, you simply just press a single button on the steering wheel, say climate at 60, and it will literally do it for you. Now, everything else in terms of how to handle 4x4 and all of those other options that you do have, simple buttons right on the dash. Everything's electronic, everything's very easy to use. Now, you also have all of your screens on the sides of both of the speedometer, which just gives you every little bit of information you can possibly want without ever taking your eyes off the road. All going to be on the peripherals of the driver itself. So you have all of your entertainment needs all up here on the dash just for the driver, and everything is at a push of a button also on the steering wheel. And also some really nice features in these is not only do you get the heated seats up front, is you also will get the heated seat in the rear on these captain chairs. And what makes these captain chairs really good as well is when you do have people going into the third row, they don't have to climb over anything. It's going to be right through the middle. There are available extra consoles for the middle if you do like the extra space. Out front, all the controls are going to be for your passengers. They can change their own radio stations. They have a power inverter back here. So if anyone does have a laptop or anything that they have, they can use a household plug right at their convenience there. Also cool about the climate control, everyone gets their own vents, even up to the third row seats, which, by the way, third row seats are best in class in terms of legroom for these Navigators. And last but not least, when you aren't carrying around 8 people full of these cars, you do have the option to power fold these back seats to create just a large, vast amount of cargo space, which you can do anything with. Protected cargo space instead of having a truck that everything's left out in the open. And down here, when I talked about towing before, the tow hitch is going to be protected in the bumper when it's not in use. So you do have a nice sleek look to the bumper, but underneath this bubble here will be a Class 3 hitch ready to go whenever you are. What I really love about these Lincolns is they keep the iconic look going for so long. So you still do have the split wing design, which you've seen in Lincolns for decades and decades. And you do have a nice satin finish, which will match the wheels. So it kind of brings everything together. Also, you do have the top-of-the-line HIDs, which if you do a lot of driving at night really does make a difference. And then you have the nice LEDs that come around. So whenever you see one of these on the road, you know that it is a Lincoln coming from very, very far away. But that is kind of wrapping up everything. I do want to thank you again for watching this video. My name again is Brian Miller from Antelope Valley Ford Lincoln. And if you do want to take a look at one of these in person, there is a lot more options than I have actually showed you. So come down, take a look, and enjoy your day.